Hi, welcome back to Now TV Canada. I am just on YouTube channel. I am your host, Jen, and what's happening now in my life has been the case since I started this channel back in 2011, and what's happening now, and what's happening with Future Productions. Because as long as I'm here and I'm moving and breathing and taking a step forward, there's a future to move forward to. So, turning this around, ta-da! It's like a good comedy or magic trick. The stove looks beautiful. All I need now is tin foil to put in here and make sure whoever lives in here next knows when they clean and change stuff, because you have to move these to clean around here. Oh, look, I have a spot already. So you have to clean here. You have to change the tin foil and then put it back in and then clean inside. But I'm pretty happy I can now cook food. So I'm hoping, well, I can't even put it back in. There, okay. I think there might still be some little specks on here I need to tackle some more. But I'm pretty much out of SOS pads. Like, I went through everything that was here. I think I have just the one that's left in the box. That's not going to be enough for the inside of the microwave. I tackled the outside of the microwave with the Fantastic, but it's still not enough. I'm still going to need the Windex glass cleaner. You would not believe the condition this microwave was in when I bought it before I started renting. It was like top of the line, one of the good microwaves. It wasn't the high-end priced, most expensive ones, but it sure as heck wasn't a $50 microwave. So I missed a spot here. Hang on, let me go get my cloth. Anyways, what's happening is I can't clean any further. I've used up all of the stuff I have. Ta-da! Almost all of it. And I've waited for responses to my video, yesterday, asking for donations and help to cut back on costs. Now I think it's done. I tried starting to clean here, the counter, but it's pretty bad. I haven't moved this completely yet. I'm kind of scared to move the microwave and get under there, but it's going to have to happen. Essentially, they've ruined this wheel cart table, and the whole thing is going to have to be pretty much replaced. Somebody who knows about carpentry, knows how to take wood apart, and reuse stuff, would be inclined to have a good time with having this. Or even somebody who would paint it all, right? And I don't have that time. I don't have that luxury. And I don't have that kind of budget, especially when this is not my stuff. I didn't buy that. It was here when I moved in. So it's not my financial burden or responsibility. But as you can see, I use up these SOS pads to the bitter end, and I'm all out of these. These are the other things that I like having in the house with my Easy Off. Thank you, Easy Off. And thank you, SOS. Those are my other items that I like to use. Plus, I love my Dawn degreaser hand soap. I'm not big on Fantastic. It just happened to be around, accessible, and I've just learned to use it. It's kind of sticky stuff, so I much prefer glass cleaner. So I'm going to go get more SOS pads. I'm going to try and find an actual useful mop. Better than this, because I can't do anything with that whatsoever. I have a lot of edge cleaning to do. This stuff down here, all throughout the house, everywhere. Cobwebs. Ooh, look, there's something in there I have to go get out. It's pretty icky. Come with me to my bedroom. I have a hard time trying to sleep. I can't believe that people don't take the time. Oh, what's this? We found an earring. An earring rotting on the floor. So we'll put the earring here. I'm going to turn my bedroom light on here. But this is so bad. And it's wood. I have to pull the bed so far away because it's giving me the creeps. I get the runs, my bowels. Any ideas or suggestions on how to clean wood like that, when it's been neglected for so long, is welcome. Like, really, these floors should have been treated with special laminate to keep them safe and protected when they were put in. So now there's permanent marks on them. I have to look up to see if I can somehow get it off. But all of that needs to be thoroughly cleaned, and a regular mop's not going to do that. I don't feel like getting down on my hands and knees, literally, with a toothbrush or something similar. But it will be whatever it will be, because I want to have a nice new renter. Who's happy and I'm happy with. Hopefully this time I get it right. And so it all needs to be cleaned up. I found another earring. So as far as renters go, I actually did get a phone call from somebody, because there was a dude I sat next to on the plane, really nice. He was talking about how expensive it was for him to live in Vancouver, that he tried for 5 years and ended up couch surfing with friends and said, no, I can't handle it, I gotta go. So he came back to Ottawa to start again with his family. And there was a girl that's from Vancouver that came with him. They tried to have, a thing, and it didn't work out. So now she's here in Gatineau. She's actually hop, skip, and a jump from here. So I gave him my number, and I really wasn't thinking he'd pass it on. I didn't think I'd hear from her. And lo and behold, this morning I see a 604 number, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not in Vancouver. I was busy. I'm still dealing with breakfast and stuff. And so I listened to the message later, and it's her. And I was like, whoa, she actually got the number and she's called me. So my prayers are being answered mightily. Now, she's like, oh, I can't move in now. And, well, I still need to go through some stuff, so I guess now is not okay. Although that had been the plan. But she's like, maybe September. The reason I wanted somebody to move in now is because I have to deal with the utility bill, because these people left 2 of the heaters on for the whole month that there was nobody in here. Plus, they just liked to, use up as much hot water and heat as they could. I guess they're just not from cold places. Well, they're not from cold places. And now they've gone to live in an even colder place than here. So good luck with that. So I was just trying to find a way to make a large enough payment to make sure I don't end up living in the dark and showering in cold water. So I'm going to go get some supplies. I am not touching that microwave inside without having industrial gloves on. And it's going to take a whole heck of a lot more than just the one SOS pad to clean that. And then I have to deal with what's underneath there. And then I have to tackle these floors. I've done as much sweeping as I can with this terrible broom, but I desperately need a better one. And then stuff that I can really scrub these edge stuff all over the place with, because a mop's not going to be good enough. Not even the ones where you squeezy it out. It's still not going to reach those tight edges. So that's where I'm at, guys. I'm going to go out for a while, get some air, enjoy the area, be happy to be back in other ways besides my constant cleaning. So if I don't make a video when I'm out, you know why, where I am. And I'm still here and available for people to help with donations by dropping stuff off or meeting up with me and helping me make, clean. I literally still need to get the upper shelves stuff cleared off. And I need to be able to clean on the tops of my cupboards and up there. I don't have a step stool at all, so at this point it's not safe for me to even try to do any of that. So having one friend come over, hang with me, would be much appreciated. And anybody that has a boyfriend or husband that has a man, toolkit shed kind of thing where they're like, hey, she could use this for a while and help me with that, would be great. So I managed to save one of my pinwheels. I had 2 out in my garden. So I'm very happy with my cleaning job. The results is 1 saved pinwheel. And before I end with you guys here and head out, I'll show you the neglected yard. So when I left here, this yard had all been completely weed free. It was all cleaned out because it had been my plan to use my patio I was actually looking to expand the patio with having another row of blocks put in so I have a little more space. But I wanted to have a table and some chairs. And I wanted to help my tree because its roots get really all tangled and knotted in there. And you see it really badly when it's not in bloom. And he just keeps growing closer, closer to the house, touching it. And then my friend over here, well, he's actually really good for parking because I park over there. Essentially, I would if my van was here, but it's getting dangerously big. And so some trimming needs to be done. It's coming down. And nobody's doing it. It's just like a jungle back here. Now, I love the jungle, but neighbors are not so happy. I guess the guy that was supposed to be taking care of that place has been gone because last time he was here, he was just crazy mad about the fencing. So my hope had been to actually just redo the whole thing. But this is kind of stuff where you need to have people come in and maintain it regularly. But I had all of this taken care of, and I was getting ready to plant stuff in these areas. I had one pinwheel here, and I had another pinwheel over there where I was going to do the garden and other stuff. So you can see that it's very fertile and lush and beautiful. That's one of the reasons I love about being here. But if I bought this property, I would be paving this whole thing because when it rains and in the wintertime, it can be dreadfully messy and dangerous, especially trying to get up that driveway. And you have to have like ice picks or on your shoes or have those walking pick sticks. So that's what I've come back to. But I want to be able to enjoy being out there and just enjoying the silence. Look at how pretty those long flowers have grown. Look at that. They're way up there. I don't know if you can see them from here. Hang on, let me see if I can close up. There you go. Can you see that? Very, very different than life in Vancouver. So I'm desperately trying to hold on to my sanctuary house. And hopefully by sharing these stories, people will help. Any suggestions from professional cleaners on what I can do to leverage my sanity and finances would be great. So I'm going to go back down to normal. So that is the life of, the writer of the Smallville movie. You've Got Mail 2, Supergirl 2, 3, and 4. Still here in Canada, still waiting for people to talk about me and talk about my work, and still waiting to reach the right people to read the work and get excited about it and then perform the work. So have a good day, everybody. My meds bag fell. I'm going to go now, go shopping, and I'll be back and update everybody on what I found as cheap as possible to curb stop the finances on this. Looking forward to hanging with people, doing like, a cleaning session visit kind of friend hangout thing. So thanks for watching Net TV Canada. This is Jennifer, aka Superwoman, signing off from Gatineau. Hi!